Hello everybody! Order Shift mini set reveals are happening. They just did the first reveal stream over on the Shadowverse channel, and I reacted to it with my chat. It was a lot of fun, and we have the more or less accurate translations of what these cards do. So let's talk about it. But before we get into it, I want to remind you that I have my own card reveal happening tomorrow on November 9th, right after my stream that day. So make sure you tune in for that. Anyway, let's talk about this. So they revealed this Dragoncraft Gold card, Luxury Mermaid, and if I use my Google Lens here, I can confirm the text for you. 2 play point 2/2, evolves into a 4/4. If this card is discarded from your hand, restore 3 defense to your leader. Fanfare, discard a card, draw a card, restore 1 defense to your leader. Evolve, discard a card, draw a card, restore 1 defense to your leader. So discard Dragon support, which is really, really, really good. It replaces not only Dragoon Medic, but also replaces Nomadic Conductor, which means that this card is essentially pulling double duty as a great enabler for discard Dragoncraft decks right before Lumior rotates out, which is nice, I guess. One last hurrah. Using her alone plus 1 evolve, you already activate your Argente, then you ramp into Lumior, obviously, and then also defensively, if you're up against an aggro deck like Blood, or even just trying to keep yourself above 17 defense against Loot Sword, for example, discarding this and healing back up to 20, it's a great option as a discard fodder as well. So fantastic support for an archetype that's on its last legs. We'll have to see if they keep supporting discard Dragoncraft after this, but as a card for that archetype, Luxury Mermaid is definitely one to look out for. Next up is a Shadowcraft Gold card called Undead Slayer, 2 play point 2/2. Fanfare, if there's an allied follower on the field, destroy it, summon a ghost, draw a card. Necromancy 4, you can evolve this for 0 evolution points. On evolve, if there's any allied followers on the field, destroy 1, summon a ghost, draw a card. So, ghost support right before Masquerade Ghost rotates out. So again, another one last hurrah situation. Also very strong to increase your rally count for Mikael, right? So, or just rally in general, I suppose. Basically, it's kind of like Corral Souls on a body, and Shadowcraft has been struggling with a lack of Corral Souls, Ghost Shadowcraft in particular, ever since that one rotated out. So now you have the option to, destroy some cards on your field, maybe a 1 play point Baccharis. It's really, really a good option to cycle through your deck while also generating banishes for your Ghastly Banishment in the end game. So again, weird trend here. Another great support card for an archetype on its last legs. One final hurrah for Ghost Shadowcraft. Next up, we have a very interesting legendary card. This is Avenger Vyscaria. Bane. Fanfare. If you've used 10 or more shadows in Necromancy, this card evolves. If you've used 20 or more shadows in Necromancy, deal 4 damage to the enemy leader and restore 4 defense to your leader. And then on evolve, it has Bane as well. When this follower evolves, destroy a random enemy follower and draw a card. For 2 play points, this card seems really strong, but Evolve Shadow? Not really a thing right now. Skeleton Raider. Some people miss him, a lot of people don't, but regardless, without him, Evolve Shadow not really a thing. Using up all those Necromancies, also a little difficult. We thought about maybe using Grave Void Knight's Fuse effect to use those Necromancies, and then using Minth to recover those shadows. You can also use Hydra of Decay for shadow consumption, and you can also use Death Scythe Hound, which also is an auto-evolve and deals damage and uses Necromancy. So maybe there's an Evolve Shadowcraft tempo deck that they're setting up for in the future with Avenger Vyscaria. It's a very strong effect, but I wonder how good it's going to be without pretty much any support around her. I think in the future there could be a way, though, especially with with Death Scythehound potentially being a great supporter for this. That being said, we will try to cook. We will try to cook. I'm not as excited for this one as the previous two so far, but in terms of future potential, this one definitely I have my eye on. They also revealed a couple more cards other than that in the second half of the reveal stream. So they revealed this card right here, which was a Portalcraft legendary that we really weren't expecting. It's Million Guns Anthenita, which is an incredible name. Million Guns Anthenita, Portalcraft legendary. Fanfare, select a neutral card in your hand, add a card with the same name to your hand, and add a card with the same name to your deck. Evolve, select a Portalcraft card in your hand, add a card with the same name to your hand, add a card with the same name to your deck. So there's a lot of implications with this card. For example, in Evolve Portalcraft, you can now clone Alice, you can clone Kyrie, you can clone Blooming Dancer on Fanfare. And very, very importantly, in Evolve Portalcraft, on Evolve, you can clone Shin, Enemy of Chaos, which is incredibly good, right? But also just outside of Evolve Portalcraft, that Evolve effect can be really useful. In Control Portalcraft, for example, you can create another copy of Synthetic Eden, or you can even create another copy of Interstellar Battlecruiser, which I'm sure the people who hate fighting Control Portalcraft would not be happy about, but you will be very happy when you discard all their cards. I think this card is just very flexible, and there's a lot of ways you can use her. She's also a Resonance activator, for example, with that Fanfare and Evolve effect. So if Resonance ever comes back, she can be relevant. If you have any high value stuff, high value win conditions that you want to clone, she's relevant. I think this one might have long-term implications, and I'm quite excited about it. Next, we have the Runecraft card, Call Melody. I think that's probably going to get changed in the English translation, but basically, it adds either a magical squirrel or a wise owl to your hand, and if this card has been spell boosted 5 or more times, the cost of that follower becomes 0, recover 2 defense to your leader. So Magical Squirrel is a 2-play.11 Fanfare, draw card, spell boost a card, and Wise Owl, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is a 2-play.22 Fanfare, spell boost your hand, Evolve, spell boost your hand, draw a card. So you can play this as a spell. If it's spell boosted, you get a 0 play point spell booster, essentially. And if you have a spare Evo, you can use it on the Owl. If you don't have a spare Evo, you can just use the Squirrel for the Fanfare. Seems interesting, and you're thinking maybe spell boost, not anything to write home about, kind of cringe, but the final card revealed on this stream is incredible. Ayer, Runecraft Legendary, Fanfare, Reanimate X. X is the number of times this card has been spell boosted. If X is 10 or more, this card and that card will both evolve. Evolve, when this card evolves, it spell boosts your hand twice, and your leader has reduced the next damage received by 0. So on your evolve turn, this is 2 bodies, evolve, spell boost 2, and gives yourself the counter magic shield. Not only that, in the late game, she can summon Semael, for example, or any other large follower. In Earthright spell boost, she can resummon Golem Lord, for example. That's also relevant. Even if you're not summoning the nuts win condition off of that Fanfare, even if you're playing Ear on your evolve turn, for example, you could resurrect Mari, reanimate Mari, evolve this card, spell boost 2, spell boost again with Mari, and gives yourself counter magic shield. This card is really, really, really good. That being said, how good is spell boost? Will this push spell boost over the edge? I don't know. But I think it could be good in pure spell boost, and it could also be good in Earthright spell boost hybrid, because resurrecting any follower, depending on how much you spell boost this, and spell boosting twice, and getting a damage reduction, bro, no Joes in my household, okay? That Joe damage, negated. Such a good card. And I'm really excited to play Spell Boost with both this and with the Call Melody card. Anyway, those were the cards revealed on this stream. Really interesting stuff. Those are my initial thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these cards. And remember, I'm revealing my own card tomorrow, November 9th. Right after my stream, we're revealing a card. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you stay tuned to this channel for that. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.